Hey guys, this is Trace. I know I just made a video blog yesterday, but I felt like I should make another one. I kind of think it's important for you guys to see this or to hear this. Today was pretty rough. I had a headwind most of the way, which makes it pretty bad, as well as the road I was riding on was pretty rough, which for those of you who don't know, that slows you down and beats you up, so it's pretty bad. Um, so I mean, it was only 29 miles, but it was pretty bad. Um, I had less endurance today than I did the day before, so I'm not sure if I'm just wearing down or what's going on. But and it's really brutal. And it's bad when today while I'm riding, literally the only thing that I was really able to think about was two things: was I just got to make it to Austin, and I just want to quit. Um, I am down to my last ounce of willpower. That may change tomorrow, but like I said, I feel like you guys should see this as well because this is part of it. Um, just being completely drained, exhausted, emotionally, physically, and it's crazy how I just start to fantasize about going back and starting over and doing that kind of stuff. But that's what's comfortable and easy for me. I've done that so many times. I mean, believe it or not, starting over is easy for me, and comfortable for me. And then, I'm looking at the weather tomorrow, and it's showing that it's supposed to rain all day. There's like a flash flood watch or some mess. Um, Now, that being said, there apparently is a bus that will run on Friday from here to Austin. So if all else fails, that is a possibility. I kind of feel like it's cheating in a way. Maybe it's my pride, but I really wanted to make it to Austin on my own two pedals. Um, but if it rains all day tomorrow and I can't put in the miles, and or if it's if I'm completely wiped and just can't do it, I may just stay here for another day and then take the bus over there. Um, But guys, this is definitely the most difficult thing I've ever done, and I've done a lot of different things. Um, this is something else. Um, it's it's unreal in a way. We all tend to romanticize whatever it is that we want to do or whatever we daydream about, and I know I did that with this. I do it with everything, and I was aware of it. But at the same time, knowing that and still being confronted with the reality of the situation and the path is still gonna hit you hard no matter what. I mean, it's pretty brutal, and I think about actually quitting and heading back and just finding something else out to do, and I'm terrified of that. I'm terrified because um, I feel like it's something I could do easily. I feel like it's not something I want to do. And even if I did, what would I do then? It makes me feel like a fraud. It makes me feel like a failure. That possibility. Um, and those are hard things to come to terms with. Um, and that's what's been going on in my head today. Is just back and forth, and then we'll at least make it to Austin. And then I've gotten to the point where like, well, I have to make it to Austin. And even if that means that I take the bus on Friday, I made it to Austin. Um, and I haven't had any luck with couch surfing in Austin. I put out probably like 30 requests over the last couple of evenings, trying to get a place over there. The one friend I knew who was in Austin is apparently not in a situation where he'd be able to host me. Um, the other person that I know in Austin is more of an acquaintance, and I don't necessarily think we ever got too close. I don't feel like he would feel comfortable with that, which is fine. I can't blame him for that. Um, but I haven't had any luck. I've had a lot of denials today. So of course while I'm riding, a little bling, when I go look and it's like, oh, such and such denied your request. I'm like, well, shit. Um, but I mean, I also understand that's all part of it, and I was also reminded at some part today about, I think it was Tony Robbins who said something along the lines of, you know, it's about your willpower, and you just push through, and that's what really is the main separator between successful people who find their dreams and those who don't. Um, but this is a true feat of willpower, to say the least, and it's very intimidating. I'm uh, I'm 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 dreading it in some ways. But I wrote in my journal today, unless something's gonna happen in Austin. Um, if I get to Austin and I can't find anybody to stay with, I can't find any way to make money, and I'm just in a hotel for a couple nights, and nothing's happening. I think that's gonna be a point where it's gonna be make or break. Either I will find some part of me deep down that pushes forward and makes things work, or I will throw up my hands and be done with it. And both of those possibilities are very terrifying to me. Because I feel like I have a lot of willpower. I feel like I'm very adaptive and can find a way out of a lot of different situations and make things work. But if I get to my wits' end out there, I don't, that's equally as terrifying. It's like, well, then I have to go back and start over. And there's a lot of humility in that. And, it's like, well, what do you do then? But that's kind of where I'm at today, guys. I don't want this to depress anybody or anything like that. But like I said at the beginning, I feel like it is an aspect of this that y'all should be aware of. It's not just, it is awesome that I've rode this far. I'm at like 200 miles. Well, that's awesome, and that's a feat. But it's not just daisies and unicorns. There's a lot of physical, trauma. There's a lot of mental trauma that's going on with this, and I feel like you guys should be exposed to both ends of it. But other than that, guys, I've taken up enough of your time. Have a good one, and I will catch up with you guys later.